Hi everyone, welcome back to Aidans Railways. I do apologise for not getting a video up sooner, but it has been a really hectic and busy week this week with work and other things. So I am back, I haven't disappeared or anything like that. But today I'm going to have a quick sort of 15-20 minute video here on a Terrier locomotive, and it's not the new tooling, but I am going to have a new tooling one in with this to have a really good compare between the two. I've done something similar in the past with a different one, but there's a reason in another video I mentioned that I had thought about getting one of the new rails ones, and then there was a reason why I had chosen not to in the end. So this will answer those questions. So straight down to the green mat, and I'll join you there. Hi, so down here on the green mat now, I'm going to take a closer look at this. You may have remembered in a previous video some time back I did, in fact it won't be far off a year ago, I did a review on this lovely locomotive from Hornby with the new tooling, and this was Rolvenden. Now, Rails advertised their Terriers, and one of the ones they did was advertising his Bodium with the new tooling. So I immediately thought at the time that I wouldn't mind having that to go with Rolvenden. Now, I knew that Hornby previously in the past had done a Bodium, but never seemed to see one on the internet and things like that. And as with most of my finds, I walked into the model shop, and this has gone back a few months now, but I walked into the model shop, and when I went in there, there was R2216 K&ESR Sussex Railways 060 Terrier locomotive Bodium. It was because of the hype with the new tooling and things like that. It was so cheap. It was just so cheap, and it's it's had the price removed from the previous owner, but this is almost as new. So we'll get it opened up. And I fully understand some people out there going, oh, but it's not the new tooling. But quite frankly, for the price, I couldn't resist. But this will give you an idea. So R2216, 28th of the 2nd, 2001. So that's when this was packaged. So usual operating and maintenance instructions. All of the stuff. Parts are still easily available for these, and they're pretty much the same as the old Dapol tooling. Speaking of which, that's the reason I didn't get the Hornby new tooled Stepney, because earlier last year I managed to pick up one of these second hand. So yes, it isn't as fine detail, but I couldn't see any reason why I should actually purchase the new one if I already have one. So I'll just put that to one side as well. And speaking of which, with the old tooling and Stepney, I already have another video which you can have a closer look at that. But I like my Terriers just like I like my J94s. So inside it's still got the extras for modifying the locomotive. You know, the coal load, extended bunker, all that sort of thing, and the extra pieces there. So it's pretty much, I mean, that's still sealed. Like I say, it's almost as new. Tissue paper's missing. Instructions are there though, but so I couldn't resist picking this up, because for a very small price I could have Bodium to go with Rolvenden, and you know, it's not going to cost me £100. You know what I mean? Yes, everyone's going to argue all of the slightly out of scale and the details not as fine, but when you look in there, a little bit of time and effort, and I can easily pick that detail up inside there. But just like the Dapol, it pretty much is the Dapol tooling, but you can still, there is still plenty of detail there. I'm really happy with it. I mean, I don't regret getting it at all. In fact, I'm happier because of the fact that I've saved myself a lot of money. But look at that detail anyway. We've got the brake vacuum pipes, we've got a coupling hook there. I can even remove this front decoupling if I want to. just to give it a bit more realism. And I mean, even the print on it, as you can see there when it focuses in, even the print is absolutely ideal. Reversing lever and everything like that. Brake vacuum pack at the back, we've got number 3 on there. Same with the decoupling there. It's not got traction tyres or anything. It's got a lovely running motor. I did give it a little oil and service because obviously it had been stood for so long. We've got the pumps here. I mean, I genuinely can't see. I mean, there will be people out there saying, wow, you need the detail of the other one. I agree. I mean, if you want to get a super detailed Bodium, then my advice, go and get the rails one. I'm actually very surprised that Hornby this year didn't jump in there and try to get another Bodium out with the new tooling, but they chose not to. Bit of polystyrene there on the wheel set. You can see by these wheels they are absolutely clean. I don't think this thing has actually ran in its life, really, to be honest. I think it's just been a collector's piece. Now I'm just going to put that there for the moment. And tempting fate, because if anyone does remember the video I did on Rolvenden, I've just got it here at the side. I'm going to try and carefully take it out. But if I remember rightly, it was a bit of a pain with the ice cube packaging. There we go. Well, remember that there was a loose set of steps on this loco when I got it. They seem to be intact at the moment. Let's hopefully they'll stay intact while I do this video. So, ooh, let's focus in. There's Rolvenden. And the blue is ever so slightly different. Yes. But it's not that much. The lining on Rolvenden is a much finer. Much finer. And obviously you can see the pipework is incredibly fine on Rolvenden. But on a small micro layout, I should say, on a small end-to-end or something like that, I'm not going to be disappointed running both of these together. You can see more clearly now the difference. There is a real difference in the size scale-wise. But if you don't have them up against each other like this, I don't think it's going to show up quite that much. I'm still not going to buy a Bodium because I got this so cheap. But I like my Terriers, as I've just said, just in the same way that I like my J94s. So if I bring our Thomas & Friends Stepney there, and then if I bring my ordinary Stepney there, because you can see straight away we've got a more prototypical Thomas & Friends colour there, more prototypical Bluebell Railway Stepney there in colours. So, and let's face facts, this is definitely the same tooling. Well, maybe, yeah, it's definitely the same. You can see it is. There's absolutely no difference there at all. Which means this is pretty much the same tooling as well. I got that because I had a connection to the K&ESR Sussex Railway, and that's why I bought it. But I now have two K&ESR Sussex Terrier locomotives. I had to pay full whack for that one a year ago. This one, however, an absolute steal, the same as this one. This one I paid a reasonable retail price when it was available. I certainly wouldn't want to try and buy another one of these now, because I've seen it go for some very silly money. But let me know what you think. Do you think I've done the right thing in trying to do things on a budget, getting a perfectly legitimately undamaged locomotive? Let me know what you think, because like I say, it does have all the detail. It's just maybe not prototypically to scale. But at one point, this would have been seen as being an absolute masterpiece at one point. I'm still very happy to have it. But let me know what you think. I mean, we all know the difference when you look in the cab there. I mean, obviously, look at that. That is stunning inside Rolvenden. Worth every penny, to be honest, for that. But we're trying to do things on a sensible budget here. Obviously, there is a vast difference there. If you have a look at the front, there's a vast difference there in the two locomotives, just in the moulding alone. So, yeah. But I'll be quite happy to make a little branch line and have those two locomotives running with each other. Maybe not together, because if I had them running together, that would almost definitely show the differences. But running together on separate lines on the same railway, I think they'd look quite good together. I don't think it would detract from the models at all to me. But let me know what you think. I'll let you know. That cost me the grand total of £30, which is what I think a reasonable price for a older Tooling Terrier is. If it's in that condition, I think that's a perfectly reasonable price. If you're going to start paying 50s for them, you might as well buy the new Toolings, as far as I'm concerned. I have, in my head, I have a set price budget to what I believe a model is worth when it's second hand. I'm certainly not going to pay more than what it was brand new if at the time, if you can buy a much newer detailed model for very little more than what they're charging. It would have to be a spectacularly rare and immaculate item for me to do something like that, and I'd have to really want it. So let me know what you think. As usual, if you enjoyed finding out about this loco and this loco, give me a like. As usual, comment. I love the comments. I say it all the time, and I love engaging with you with the comments. Just before recording this video, I've just had a great comment about something that's appeared a couple of times in a couple of my videos. I've got straight back in touch with a link to their question to answer it. Hopefully they'll get back to me and let me know how they've got on. So as usual, if you have a comment, get in touch. Let me know what you think or what questions you have. And let me know if you've got any of the older Dapol or older Hornby Terriers and what you have. There is a couple more out there I wouldn't mind getting a hold of, but that one was a bit special for me. Also, don't forget, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. As soon as I upload a video, you're going to find out about it straight away. So, like I say, if you want to keep up to date with us, please subscribe. And also, if you want to, share the video, social media, wherever, share it with your friends, email it to them. Same with any of my videos, feel free to share them. So, I'll be back again this weekend soon. I've got a couple more videos I'm going to try and get in, because of obviously, I would normally have had one out yesterday on Thursday, but things have been very hectic. So, until next time, see you again soon. Bye now.